this is Very Lovely here today. My name is Angie, and today I'm going to give you 7 myths about natural hair. So if you want to know what these myths are and how to avoid them, basically, be sure to keep on watching and remember to subscribe.
Time can never break your heart, but it'll take the pain away. Right now, our future's certain. I won't let it fade away.
Alright, so let's just go into it. Now, I've been natural for about 2 years. Throughout my almost 2 years, I've heard a lot of myths that I thought were true, and then I went into natural hair and natural hair YouTube and stuff, and just did all my research, and then I realized that maybe those aren't too true, because myths can spread around very easily, and I'm just going to give you the first myth right now. First myth is that you don't have to use shampoo, you can just co-wash. So, from the beginning, I did not really believe, I did believe that co-washing is healthy for your hair, but I did not believe that you can only use co-wash, and I did my research and I found out that I was correct for not believing it in my gut. Basically, if you use co-wash for a while, especially if you have, like, scalp problems, for example, dandruff. Dandruff, you have to use a kind of strong shampoo in order to get rid of it completely for, like, a small amount of time. And if you're just using co-wash consistently, that will build up, and that will even bother your dandruff. Even if you just don't have any scalp problems at all, like, your scalp can go crazy, and you just have a bunch of buildup. Like, I don't have buildup till I shampoo, but buildup is different from dandruff. I'll make a different video from that. Basically, it looks more of like a kind of a cottage cheese consistency, excuse me. Basically, you do not have to use co-wash in order for your scalp to not be, like, stripped of all its natural oils, and for your scalp to not be dry. You can use, like, a kind of like a mild shampoo. So basically what I do is every time I shampoo, I use my Diva Curl Buildup Buster. Now that is known as it says, a buildup buster. So it will get rid of all the buildup that you have in your scalp. But basically, don't believe it. Do not use co-wash all your life and then, like, find out that, oh no, I ruined my scalp. Once a month, use the clarifying shampoo. That's good for your scalp. And in between, using mild shampoo, or like every so often, use a co-wash. I'm not saying you completely have to stop using co-washes. Just don't use it every wash day. So then the second myth is that you have to use all CG-friendly products. Now, I believe that mostly my entire natural hair journey, I always use CG-friendly products. If I saw, for example, Aussie Mega Moist Conditioner, I'm like, nope, I'm not touching that. No, ma'am, no, sir. But I did believe that. Personally, I did believe that myth. And then I watched a video about high porosity, which is what I have, and it says that you do not have to use completely CG-friendly products, and basically if you have high porosity, silicones work differently for your hair. Yet, like, I could use it every so often, not consistently, but every so often I will use silicones. For example, my Apple G 2-step protein treatment, that has silicones in it. No problems with it, as long as it is like a silicone that's a little bit, like, down on the ingredients list, you're completely fine. You do not have to use all CG-friendly products if you don't want to. Everyone's hair is different. Some hair doesn't mind silicones, and some hair is like, no, do not put that near me. The next one is that all products work the same on everyone. Different hair works with different products. It's not like for example, one Shea Moisture line is going to work on everyone. No. Some people are going to be like, nope, my hair gets dried out from it. Some people are going to be like, oh my lord, my hair is very moisturized. It really depends on your hair. All products will not work the same on everyone. The next one is that you need to know your curl type, curl pattern, in order to know how to take care of your hair. From the beginning, I knew you had to know your porosity and your curl type. I did find out my curl type early on, even before I learned my porosity. I never knew why you had to know that, But I just knew that because someone said that you had to know your curl type, that I had to know my curl type. Truth is, you do not have to know your curl type. Your porosity is way more important to understand. I made a whole video on that, but basically, your porosity will determine whether or not you want a product that is like, what's the word, more like contains a lot of protein, or ones that doesn't have protein. Or it also will depend, like for example, if you need the LCO method or you need the LOC method. It honestly depends. It's easy to determine that it's way more important than curl type, so do not believe that because you know your curl type, you know how to take care of your hair. It does not determine that. Your porosity is way more important than that. Fifth one is that you can repair split ends or just your regular damaged hair by using the correct products. Okay, so for split ends, your hair is split, and if you do not cut it, bit by bit, it will go upwards to your hair shaft and it will split completely, and it will make your hair more damaged than it already is. So, just by using a split end balm will not determine that you do not need to cut your hair. Split ends will only be fully healed if you cut your hair or trim it. Just trim it. You do not have to, as long it depends on if you need to trim or if you need to completely cut. If your split ends are literally up to here, you need to cut it. If it's like up to like maybe here, like on the little ends, and it's just still in the beginning, like early phase of it, just trim it. You do not need to do that. And honestly, it's better for you if you immediately know that you have split ends, so you trim it, because then you're gonna have to end up cutting more hair in the end. So it makes no sense to keep saying, oh, you know, I still want long hair, but then your hair is gonna get your hair is gonna get shorter and shorter because you wanted to want long hair rather than healthy hair. Always want healthy hair more than long hair. I personally do not care about my length. I actually will want some more layers just to lift it up a little bit, but I don't care about long hair. Like the split end balms will just kind of act as a mask and a cover, like a coat of the split end, so it won't be very visible that you have split ends. It's not going to completely heal it unless you cut your hair. So always remember that healthy hair is more important than length, and the right products like split end balms or masks that claim to repair your hair isn't going to completely repair it. The sixth myth is that if you wash your hair with the right products, your hair will automatically look like you want it to look. I kind of get a lot of people that ask me, what is best for frizz? How do I completely get rid of a frizz? Okay, so if you have textured hair, you're not going to get completely rid of frizz. I do sometimes in the beginning I did want frizz-free hair, but I realized in the end that I'm not going to have completely frizz-free hair. Curly hair, wavy hair, kinky hair, and coily hair, all of them is different from straight hair. Your hair automatically will be drier than straight hair because all your natural oils will not get to the ends of your hair like straight hair does, because it's all coiled and curly or wavy, so it's not going to get all to the ends of your hair, so your hair is automatically going to be more drier than straight hair. You're not going to get frizz-free hair because your hair is going to be dry, and dry hair leads to frizz. So basically, with the right products, your hair will be kind of moisturized, but it won't be, for example, frizz-free hair, or it won't look like exactly what you want it to be. Textured hair is beautiful in its own unique way because it is not perfect. It is imperfect, but it's still beautiful, just like you. So your hair is not going to look the way you want it to, but hopefully, as you go on with your natural hair journey, you will kind of be more content with your hair rather than completely hate it. So then the last, seventh myth is that you have to trim your hair every 3 to 6 weeks. So, with that, it depends on your hair type, just like everything else. So if you have if your hair can easily get damaged or have split ends very easily, you may want to trim it more. But if you trim it every 3 to 6 weeks and you know that your hair doesn't need it, you're just going to end up cutting healthy hair off that you do not need to do. So just basically see if the ends of your hair look more like they need to be trimmed, trim it. Just trim it. You don't need to go off just like a standard 3 to 6 weeks. If you notice that like you need to trim your hair once a year, then trim it once a year. No one's telling you that you have to go based off the book. If you know, you have to know your hair and what it needs and how often it needs to be cut in order for your hair to be healthy. So that's all the 7 myths that I have for you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just wanted to clear up some myths and like false things that people just obviously want to spread around. But anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you give it a thumbs up and comment down below what other myths that you heard of that you don't believe anymore, or if you didn't believe from the beginning. And be sure to hit the subscribe button so you can see more videos that I have in store for you guys in the future. And be sure to hit the notification button down below so you can get notified every single time I upload a new video. I upload every Sunday. And be sure to share this video with your friends in the natural hair journey, just so that they don't believe these myths and kind of ruin their hair. And remember to wear your crown, not a frown, and stay beautiful. And I love you guys. Bye.